Yep, go on.
Okay, here we go. Hey, it's Murph from Impractical Jokers, and you are listening to Tiffany and Ashley's podcast.
We are back! And I am here with the one who's the reason you guys have not heard the Cruise at podcast episode, because she's apparently holding it hostage. So,
look,
you guys go ahead and point your comments at Ashley. It is not my fault. I've done my part. It's Ashley's fault. That's why you don't have a Cruise.
First of all, you make it sound like I've just put no effort into it, and then I'm just really fucking lazy, and that, like, you know, whatever. You know I have been trying to send you that video.
So here's the deal.
You.
Like, we were recording, and it was on my phone, and my phone was getting low, and I told Ashley, I was like, turn on your phone so it can start recording, and if my phone dies, it'll keep going. Ashley misunderstood me and stopped my cell phone and started hers. So, I'm not saying that we could have gotten it all, but it was a possibility, but I don't think it would have worked because I think my phone would have died at some point, but I don't know. But
I'm trying, though. I promise I'm trying. I've tried. If anybody has suggestions, you can send them to me. First of all, I don't know what I'm doing.
We'll give it another week, and if we can't get it, we'll just make a new one, and we'll call some people who are on the cruise. I know it sucks because we had elephant porn who we were going to introduce, and we had some...
No context, just elephant porn, move on.
And we had Sandra, we had some special guests, but we may have to kind of do another one and do some calling. And we promise the next cruise that we will make sure that we keep everything... we were going to try to podcast.
Anything that has to do with electronics.
We were going to try to podcast every night, but if those of you who have been on the cruise, there's literally no time. I think, this is between the cruise that I went on, cruise 2, and this one, we had a lot more downtime.
But we used the downtime.
Yeah, like Dancing with Joe.
Yeah, can't wait till hear that story if I can ever send it over. Can't wait for you guys to hear about that.
Well, there's so much fun to be had on the cruise. Trust me, if you want to hang out with Tiffany and Ashley on the cruise, everyone is welcome. Just be prepared to go.
Yeah, I didn't stop that whole time. I was pretty proud of myself.
Ashley ran up 4 flights of stairs. I'm pretty sure you guys saw your girls in the front row for the Bon Voyage party.
We were front row for literally everything.
Yeah. That's because
we hustled.
Ashley would be running. I'd be like, go, Ashley, go. And she would be in, like, double mode and just be gone.
I don't know why, but when people were, like, cheering me on, something just ignited, and I would just take off.
How about my tan line after the Bahamas on my forehead from the headband? Anyway, we can't get into that now because people are going to get mad at us. So, Al, here's the deal. If Rob, Ashley's husband, hasn't figured it out in a week, then Ashley and I will sit down. I'm going to see her in a couple weekends, so maybe when I go see her, we'll sit down, we'll get some people on the phone, and we'll do another cruise episode so you guys can have one. And we'll one time we'll have to get elephant porn on the phone and talk with her.
Yeah, that's a real person.
Yeah. You'll hear that. You may not hear that.
No spoilers.
So, Ashley and I have come up with dates to get these podcast episodes out, so you should have them pretty regularly this season.
We're hoping.
Just remember, we're human. Ashley's got 2 kids. I work 15,000 jobs, and then I have help too. Which, can we talk about how you people have been buying shirts and just killing it for help too? Well, Ashley has.
I need to buy one still. I'm sorry.
We have kid sizes too.
I know. I want to get some for the kids and for me and Rob.
But I appreciate...
We'll help to family.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody who's bought shirts. If you want shirts, let me know. Pretty soon I'm going to have to put Ashley in charge of it too because I can't keep up.
Let me finish Relay for Life and I will help you.
Big shout out to Rob Immer for killing it on the logo.
He did really good.
Yeah.
He should, do that as a job. He should just make logos.
He killed it. And
did you listen to the podcast still?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Rob Emmer, just make logos and shit.
Right. But he killed it.
Yeah, he did. He could do that.
He took a little shitty sketch and turned it into that.
Right. No, he really did. That's like a talent thing.
And so for those of you who did not hear, Q does have a shirt. We gave it to him on the cruise. He has told some people that he was going to wear it on the show. So I don't always see the show the night it comes on Thursday night. So if you happen to catch the Help 2 shirt, that's awesome.
That would be cool.
But like I said, if you want to get a shirt, let me know. Or even if you just reach out to Ashley and be like, hey, Ashley, can you reach out to Tiffany? Because Tiffany's not answering me. I'm sure Ashley would do that for you.
I have had more than one person, this is going to make you laugh, more than one person come to me with, like, not a problem, but, like, something going on. And they've been like, well, I was kind of nervous to, like, bring it up to Tiffany. And I'm like, one of them was that we changed the name of the group and you spelled it wrong. And someone, I remember.
That was Michelle. Well, that's not Fetzer, but our other Michelle. Oh, she knows. She, it won't be a big deal at all.
But she was like, yeah, I didn't want to say anything to Tiffany and make her get mad, but the name is spelled wrong. And I was like, scared of Tiffany, so I literally messaged you and I was like, you spelled the name wrong, you genius.
Yeah. Tiffany is working on calming down, okay?
You've gotten much better.
I think I've had a lot of stress go away recently. And so I think that's going to help. But I am working on being, like, I'm friendly. I love people all day, but I am quick to snap.
You're approachable, but just it's like a vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once in a while, you just set that vibe off. But you've gotten much better. I'm very proud of you.
Yes. Ashley just looked at me and she's like, okay.
Buy something.
She's like, oh, Ashley's just like, okay.
I'm like, okay, fine, I'll say something to her. Who cares?
A lot of times, it's my tone of voice. I don't even mean it to, but it's my tone.
No, I get that way, too.
Sometimes I'm just a straight-up bitch. Ashley has informed me that sometimes I look mean as hell, too. Yeah. So, I apologize if you guys have ever looked at me and I'm looking at... I have resting bitch face. That's really
I do, too, till I start talking.
The guys on the fire department are like, you look straight up mean as hell right now. And I'm like, I'm just sitting here.
I get told by a lot of people when I used to work full-time, when I would train people, they were like, wow, when I first met you and, like, I looked at you, I thought you were going to be so mean. But you're not. And I'm like, no.
I'm not.
It's just my face.
Yeah, it really is just my face. So
it's just my face. It's fine.
We met a lot of people on the cruise. That was awesome.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But we're going to go through all that. We promise we'll get you a cruise episode. So
I promise. I'm not doing it.
We are back in action. The podcast is back in action finally. So we've decided that we're going to follow the season, and then when the season's over, unless there's something special going on, we probably won't have any episodes. That gives us a break.
Yeah.
And then, but if we have something special, like for instance, when we went to the pinball tournament last year, we had an episode, stuff like that. Or if, for God forbid, we get one of the guys or somebody from the show schedule, we'll have a special episode. But
I think we could get Casey.
Yeah, we need to work on that.
Talk to him. He's like, you're not thirsty enough. Keep bugging me. I will come around.
Ashley and I are going to work on a lot of podcasting stuff when I go see her, so we'll get a lot. We should be able to get some stuff accomplished.
That would be nice.
I'm going to try really hard to get Q.
Yeah.
So we're going to say stuff.
It's possible. It's just that you and I are not the type to bug people.
Right.
Even when they say, bug me.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, okay. We were like, no, we're not going to bug him. Like, they're super busy.
We're going to save Sal for last because I'm pretty sure that's going to be the hardest one to ever get.
Yeah, I think so, too.
But I think we really, we can get Joe. I'm not. And we'll get, I'd like to have Murr back, too, but,
I think he would be easy to get back. He was so friendly.
Yeah. So we're working on it.
Shout out to Murr.
Yeah. Shout out to Murr. We're working on it. So, we're going to try to get more people from the show.
I'd love if, Rob Emmer, who plays Fat Crow and everyone else, if he happens to be on this season, I'd love to have him back to talk about, or we could still do a podcast episode about whatever with
Fat Crow, the story.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
And then we need to get Simmy. So we have some work to do. But we're going to work on things, hopefully this summer. Things have calmed down for me. Ashley's going to be a little busy, and I'm sure I'll end up being busy helping her as she'll be busy helping me, so it'll be a little... But
we're going to be together.
Anyway, the BFFs are here. So, let's talk about Season 8, Episode 1. Dude, the guys bought it again. How do they keep...
Let me tell you something. I love them so much. Like, I just can't even tell you, because you're going to laugh at some point every single episode.
Episode 1, I mean, like, I thought Season 6 when they bought it, with Joe with the ball and everything, but Season 8, like, they went right for it. Boom, let's put everybody in a room together. Let's just, like, it was, wow.
Okay, so I took notes on Episode 1, and this episode was called Crash Test Dummies, which they released the name of it like a while ago.
Yeah, because
like,
Timmy was talking about it on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, so I saw that, and for some reason I was like, they're going to put 2 of them in a car and run them into a wall or something.
You guys, Ashley is pretty, but she's not always smart, okay?
I was like, I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's so true. But I was like, what the hell is Crash Test Dummies? So anyway, before we get into the episode, something to note is that Murr has a new soundbite in the beginning.
Yep.
He doesn't say, I want my mommy. They took that out. Now he says, like a boss.
Like a boss. I wish that they would change the opening credits a little bit.
They look so different now than, I mean, it's 8 years ago. Everyone looks different.
Like, I don't want to hear Larry anymore. I want to hear something else. Like, yeah. I want to hear, like, who wants a good old-fashioned fucking, like, with...
Yes, that would be so fun.
And then he just goes with it. Who wants a good old-fashioned fucking?
Anyway, we can do that all day. So, first challenge, Season 8, Episode 1, is called Crappy Cabbies. And this is just a good bit. Them being cab drivers.
I love it.
It is such a good bit. I wish they'd do it more. I'm so glad they opened with it. It's always funny. It's just a good time. And it's simple.
Yeah.
So Joe is up first, and what's first thing that happens? He gets tangled in the seatbelt. He's got to get all confused by the seatbelt. He's so good at acting confused.
I think sometimes he really is confused.
I mean, he might be. He's that good of an actor, we can't tell. Was he really caught in the seatbelt? We don't know. No. And then they give him the little harmonica thing to play, so he's playing the harmonica and he's driving. The poor girl's on the phone. She's just ignoring him and talking through it. And then while he's playing, they're like, put some bad news on her, so he's like blowing the harmonica, and then he's like, my cousin has an ovarian cyst.
He just threw it out there, too. Like, not even, like...
And then he was just playing the harmonica all sad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, barely breathing into it. Yeah. It was like... I was crying. And then, I think some more stuff happens, but the funniest part to me was that the girl looked at the license picture, and it's not even him.
It's like some Arab or something, wasn't it? Wasn't it a black guy?
Yeah, and he's like, oh, that's me when I've been tanning in the summer. But he gets a thumbs up.
Yep.
I feel like they gave it to him kind of easy.
Yeah, but come on, Joe. I mean, you know, I think we're at a point now where we pretty much Joe's going to do everything, so whatever. Some days just take it easy and just give him
And you never know what they did in air that they made him do, you know?
Right.
So next up is Murr, and they put the little punching bag next to his mirror to punch. Tiffany, you need that. You could use that. You would use it right now.
I would have to carry that thing everywhere with me. Do you realize that?
No, just put it in your car.
Escobar would have...
If you had road rage and you had the punching bag, people, that could be like an invention.
Could you imagine what would happen to Escobar?
Yeah. So...
When you thought that was his real name?
What?
When you thought that was his real name.
I know. I was like, what was his name? Escobar? And you're like, no. Anyway, that's an inside joke. So, he asked the guy where he's from. He's like, well, I'm actually Canadian. And Murr just punches the bag like he's mad. Who gets mad at Canadians? They're so nice. And then he stops at the store, and he's like, do you mind if I put some stuff in the back seat? I'm going camping. So he fills the bags. I wrote it all down. He puts a cooler, 2 duffel bags, a duffel bag, a fishing net, 2 sleeping bags, and a bowling ball in the back seat with the guy. And the guy's just like, whatever.
He's like putting it on his lap and everything.
Yeah, he's like holding the bowling ball.
That guy was the nicest guy in the world.
He's Canadian. That's why. So then, the guy's like, oh, where are you going camping? He's like, oh, Brooklyn. What do you need a fishing net for? So anyways, then he confuses moose and goose.
Goose, yeah.
And he's like, the things with the antlers. Oh, Canadian goose.
And
then
the
he's
dude's
like,
looking at him like,
no,
what? And it's just so random when he remembers.
I'm like, you're making us in America look stupid, like we don't know what a moose is. So then he opens up a Sprite. He offers the guy a drink. Guy says no. And he's like, is it because of my lips? Oh my God. What else happens? Oh, so then he, one of the people that worked for the show, I think it was out on the street, and they're like, hey, he owes you money. Get out and punch him in the face.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Punch him in the face.
And the dude just sits there and is like, doesn't...
I want to know what happens in New York that it's common to just get out of your car and punch someone in the face, and no one blinks an eye.
A lot of the shit they do. How are they not getting punched in the grill? Probably, I'm assuming because New York is such a tourist town.
It's gotta. If I were in New York and the cab driver got out and punched someone in the face and then got back in the car, I would not be calm. I'd be Snapchatting it. I'd be calling my mom to tell her about it. Like, I don't even know. I would not be that calm.
You'd probably call me.
I would probably call you. Yeah, I'd call somebody. I'd be like, Tiffany, cab driver just got out, punched you in the face, got back in the car. What do I do?
Me on the other, no fucking way.
I'd be like, I got a bowling ball in my hand. If he tries to attack me, I'm going to throw it at him.
Pop 2 in the air, Ashley. Pop 2 in the air.
Oh, God. So then Q makes him say something like, if you were woke up to someone in your sleeping bag and they were stroking your hair and kissing your ear, would you tell anybody? And the guy's like, no. And then Murr's like, hey, you want to go camping?
Yeah. They fuck with Murr so hardcore.
Well, he got a thumbs down. So, Joe got a thumbs up, Murr got a thumbs down. Q's next. First thing they do, they can put a handcuff on his wrist.
That was hilarious. And that thing was binging all over the place.
So, if you're in the back seat and you see someone with a handcuff hanging off, what do you assume?
Hell no.
Either one,
they ran from the police,
or two, they just did some kinky shit.
I would think that not so much prison, because I don't think prison. I would think like somehow he got out of a handcuff, like, and ran from the police or something like that.
Oh, so he's like wanted.
Yeah.
I would just assume, like, I don't even know what I would assume. It's weird. So I asked the guy, do you want to rock out to some Smash Mouth? And the guy's, like, laughing about it, but I would have been like, hell yeah. Love me some Smash Mouth.
That dude was kind of weird. You know who he reminded me of? That weird cat when they did the show when they're in the grocery store and Joe's like, I know what smells in here.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, he kind of reminded me of him a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
He had, like, shitty tattoos, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the guy's like, Smash Mouth, really? And I'm like, oh, okay. And then he tells the guy he keeps having this reoccurring nightmare.
Yeah.
And Pat Sajak follows him and says, solve the puzzle, bitch. Which I thought was really funny. And the guy's like, okay. And then he's like, I hope you don't mind. Be careful. There's a spider's nest back there. And the guy's like, oh, I'll just step on a spider. And he's like, says he can communicate with the spiders.
Yeah.
Which I'm like...
The spider whisperer.
I'm like, okay, Spider-Man, relax. My God. If someone told me there was a spider's nest back there, I would for sure tuck and roll out of that car.
I'd for sure set the whole car on fire.
Oh, I'd send them all to hell where they belong. I would for sure jump out screaming. For sure. And then I would not have signed and consented to have my face on camera acting like that. There's no fucking way. He's like, you don't care there's a spider's nest, right? I'm like, boop, boop, out. I'd be gone. They would not be able to catch up with me as I ran down the street.
I can't do this right now.
I'd be taking clothes off to make sure they weren't on me. I'd be freaking out.
You'd be like, Tiffany, set me on fire.
Then you can put me out.
Hope I remember.
So he gets he gets a thumbs up.
Right.
I almost said a hands up.
Whatever. High five.
Praise Jesus. And then, so next is Sal, and this is hilarious, because they just fill his cab up with smoke. They're like, hey, push that button, and then there's just, like, smoke. Looks like he was, like, hotboxing in the car.
Smoke is, like, pouring out of the... And when the dude opens the door...
in there with him.
That was hilarious.
And it was, like, these older people getting in, and she was like, what is all this smoke?
That's when I put up the Facebook poster. I'm like, I can't even handle this first episode. Like, it's too much.
So funny. How did they even do that? He's like, oh, sorry, I was just on my break.
What do you do on your break? Like, light fireworks? What the hell?
I know. Like, fireworks.
Oh, my God.
So there's a very, very nice woman that's in the back of his cab. They get all the smoke out. And he keeps telling her, don't kick the back of my seat.
And she's not even on that side.
I know. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry.
And then at the end, when he's like, oh, I thought there were two people in here.
It's like, oh, you've been talking to me this whole time? But my favorite is when he says, I know two things by looking at you. One, you like to drink coffee. And two, you fucks with avocado.
It's like, you fucks with avocado.
You fucks with avocado.
I fuck with some avocado.
I do not.
Oh, bitch, I will fuck up some avocado.
I will set it on fire. I do not like avocado.
I like avocado on my eggs, on my sandwich. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, no. I tried to eat guacamole, and it just, like, reminds me of, like, boogers and snot.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah. So, anyway, I don't fucks with avocado.
I fucks with avocado.
And then he gets out, old school style, a huge paper map, and just starts looking at it, like, upside down and shit.
The whole windshield!
Yeah, how did he see? It was very unsafe, I feel. And that's when he asked to have the friend quit kicking the seat again.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's just me.
And he's like, you've been talking to me this whole time?
Oh my God, she's so nice. So then they tell him he's supposed to get on his walkie-talkie and say, never get anyone interesting. But he won't say it, and he gets a thumbs down. So the thumbs down went to Murr and Sal in that challenge.
Right.
Challenge number 2. It's called Spill It. Sal's up first, and he is convinced this is not going to work. He said when they talked about it in the,
right.
when they were exchanging ideas, he didn't think it was going to work. He thought there was no way he could get someone to spill something on the floor.
Right. So
the first lady that steps up, he tells her, I want you to let out the bad boy that's inside that bad boy body of yours.
Yeah.
She does it.
And Sal is so, like, endearing. Like, he will get you to, like, say, fuck your own mother. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
He really, that's how he is. He gets a thumbs up, and they're, like, the first person he asks.
Yeah.
She does it.
The fact that they got these fools to put stuff on the floor.
I don't know what these people were thinking, because there's no way I would do it. I would be way too embarrassed.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like if somebody was like, hey, throw this on the floor, like, after a while, like, I feel like I'd be like, okay, whatever.
I don't know if I could do it. Plus, they're weird reasons. I'd be like, this doesn't make sense. I'm not doing it. And then I'd be like, you need to leave me alone.
You are one of those chicks when I'm like, you're my ride or die. You would be like, okay, where are we going? Why do I have to die? Like, can we
get a snack first?
Yeah. Like, where are we going? When are we going to get there? Do I have to take the kids? Like, I feel like there would be all these questions.
A babysitter?
Yeah.
Well, that might not be true, because if you remember when we were in Chicago, what happened when I was taking a nap during the day, and you just looked at me and said, you know what? Let's get the fuck out of here. And I just sat up and said, okay, and I started putting my shoes on. It's still like my favorite thing.
I feel like
let's get the fuck out of here.
I feel like anytime I'm like, Ashley, let's go, you're like, okay.
I'm like, cool, whatever. You didn't even give me a reason that time till like afterwards when we were already leaving.
Yeah, well, whatever. You don't need reasons.
I don't, not with you. So the second one up is Myrrh. This is, bar none, my favorite part of the whole episode. He's trying to get this girl to smash eggs on the ground.
Oh
and
my
says,
God.
The pigeon lady blew her ass out the
bathroom. Oh, this podcast.
If I heard that, I'd be like, excuse me?
What the fuck did you just say?
The pigeon lady blew her ass out the bathroom.
Oh my God.
And the girl's like, oh, okay, but I'm still not gonna do it. This is the best part, because this is a podcast, but if you saw the episode, then you know what his face looked like when he says this, and he's like, you never want to have any fucking fun?
He sounds like a teenager,
For once in your life, have some fucking fun.
He sounds like a little kid throwing a fit. You never want to have any fucking fun.
It was the way his face moved when he said fucking that was so hilarious.
Oh.
So he's in the middle of trying to get this lady to throw eggs on the ground, telling her, don't you want to have any fucking fun? And a random person comes up and asks where Candy is, and smooth as shit, he's like, oh, it's up your ass to the left, right over there.
And the lady, went over that direction.
And the guy just fucked off that way. Like, he just was like, oh, alright, and just left. I'm gonna go up my ass. Like,
Mia Soul.
It was so smooth how he did it. And
Maya Soul.
Right back to the lady.
Maya Soul.
So then, she smashes them eggs.
Yeah. She did have some fucking fun. And the whole thing was,
he didn't want to go, he told her he didn't want to go clean up from the pigeon lady who blew her ass out. So smash these eggs so I can just do that. She's like, oh, now I'll do it. What in the motherfuck is going on?
Impractical Jokers.
Oh my God. Okay, so then Joe is up next.
Oh, Lord.
This is a good one, too.
Yeah.
This is a good one, too. He tries to get this lady to spill orange juice.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I like when customers do the naughty.
The naughty. And he kept saying the naughty.
And then he says, I'm trying to seduce my manager, and she gets turned when I do manual labor.
The naughty.
These middle-aged men use slang like that.
This is the same guy who said my eyelashes were snatched to the gods.
That's true. He said it's so goddamn smooth. So then he says, I'm going to try to say it. I wrote it down, but it's funnier when he says it. He says, well, first he goes, come on, shouty, do the naughty.
Naughty, and then be bout it.
He goes, get rowdy, bowdy, naughty, shouty. I don't know what that means. And I don't think that lady did either, but she totally spills that orange juice.
When somebody talks to you like that and tells you to do the naughty, you just do it.
You know what? If someone told me to get a little naughty, I'd spill that orange juice.
All right, well, next time we go to the store, it's on.
Oh my God, no.
Wait a minute, but you just said...
Okay, if Joe said it to me.
If anybody said it to me, I'd pour orange juice on the floor.
Oh my God, I will die. We're going to try it.
Okay.
So, Q is up next, and he's trying to get them... Well, first he had like a big box of cereal.
Yeah.
And Joe's like, no, I got something better for you. 22 pounds of popcorn. 22 pounds. Big bags. And I'm going to say, this is how fat I am. One bag looked buttered, and one bag looked unbuttered.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, I made a note of that. So, I put one bag buttered.
This is, oh my god.
I did.
I can't believe people actually listen to this podcast.
Look, one bag buttered. Anyway, he tells the lady, I live for chaos. I want to watch the world burn. It's really fucking intense, dude.
Why do they play in the popcorn after they do it?
Right. Well, and my favorite thing is he goes back to standard cue. He starts going, come on. Come on.
That
Which is like
accent.
how he tries to get anyone to do anything. Come
Uh-huh.
on. So then he offers if he empties one bag, she'll empty the other bag, and that she agrees to. Because no one wants to do crime by themselves. You have to have a friend. Feel more comfortable committing crimes.
Oh, I'm just gonna pour orange juice on the floor. I'm gonna
That
pour.
was really funny.
I'm gonna pour a little bit for my homies that have been locked down. I'm gonna pull an Ashley. Do you ever
I
watch?
did that shit in front of 3,000 people.
Do you ever watch? That was a genius fucking idea I had, by the way.
It was.
But do you ever watch the video and see Q like get into it? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, my favorite is when we're like shaking our ass. And he's like, yeah.
Like strippers' booties go.
Yeah, and then Joe's like, you don't gong that type of ass.
But just the way you poured the water, you're like.
Well, my favorite is like, I wanted to get rid of the fake microphone I had, so just randomly, I just mic dropped while we were dancing.
I saw that, and I'm like, what the
Rob
fuck
was
is this?
cracking up, like, why'd you mic drop? I'm like, why the fuck not? I don't know.
And then Sal, every time you threw a fistful of papers,
He's like, we're not a big fan of littering. Anyways, that has nothing to do with our episode. We probably just confused everybody. I'm so sorry. So, losers were Sal and Murr, which we knew that was going to happen.
This punishment. Oh wait, sorry.
Well, no, you can say it.
Well, I'll wait till we get to the punishment.
Well, the punishment, it's a monster truck rally, and each guy is at risk of having a monster truck smash something of theirs. Whoever is the biggest baby has to get something smashed. So for Sal, it's his pinball machine.
Yeah,
it's like a Joker's one-of-a-kind pinball machine.
Yeah, but you know they had another one somewhere. Yeah. I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. Like,
yeah, it wasn't the funniest punishment to me. The episode as a whole, the challenges were amazing.
Yeah.
As far as punishments go, do I think this is one I'm going to, like, think about and crack up at? No, not really. I mean, it was funny.
Let's talk about how they got rid of Impractical Insider.
I wrote, no more Casey Jost, it's the bonus jokers now. I
could go either way.
I could too. I like seeing the extra content. I like watching like one more extra thing from the challenge, but I also like seeing Casey too.
But you know what? I feel like you get more like challenge stuff when you see, because now you're getting to see some of the stuff that didn't air. So yeah, that's why I kind of like, I didn't mind Casey because it added more to the show. But if I really had to choose, I think that I would take this over Casey, only because you get to see stuff that wasn't aired. Yeah,
that's true. The one thing I wish they would do, and I don't know if I'm alone in this, I wish they would just show once in a while someone finding out they're on the show.
Yeah, I agree. And I think a lot of people
to see that.
Yeah, just to see like, hey, you know, like, I mean, I know they slip it in every once in a while on the show, but it would just be funny to see like one of the guys come out and say, hey, you're on the show, and what their reaction is. But I do, or like really focus in on the people around and see what their reactions are when this is happening.
Oh yeah, that'd be really funny. Just like the group. That would be really funny.
So far I'm okay with this, the bonus. I like to see the stuff that hasn't aired.
I like it too, especially because in the bonus one, it went back to Q with the finish the puzzle bitch.
Mm-hmm.
He like tied that back in at the end. That was really funny.
Yeah.
I didn't write down any of the bonus Joker stuff. I just, you know.
No, I don't think we will. We can just talk about it. I mean, if there's something, we can touch on it.
Yeah. I mean, it gets hard to freaking remember every detail.
Right.
But yeah, I liked it. I do miss Casey a little bit, but it's a nice change from, you know, what they were doing.
This episode, the challenges were great. I just wasn't a fan of the punishment.
Agree.
So,
I think they could do better.
Season 8, Episode 2.
This episode was fucking dynamite.
The closer. So, they're learning how to do the PowerPoint, okay? And Sal's up first.
Can I just say one thing that you're going to agree with really quick? How stupid they act with computers is how I actually am.
Yes.
Yes, 100%. They did really good acting dumb, but that's really how dumb I am with technology.
Sometimes I just look at Ashley and I'm like, she's your friend. Don't insult her.
Rob told me once, this just popped up on my Facebook memories, I posted about it. He was like, you are so intelligent, but when it comes to technology, you turn into a bumbling idiot. And I was like, I can't even be mad at you. It's so true.
I love Rob. How's the van? Are you excited about your van?
Oh my god, it's amazing. Yes.
I can't wait to get a ride in the van.
Oh my god, it's so cool.
Did you trade your car in?
I did. We had to say goodbye to the Civic. We outgrew it.
Yeah.
This is much more comfortable. It's going to be easy to go travel long distances to visit family.
Yeah.
You know, Rob's parents live 3 hours away. My mom lives 7 hours away.
Yeah.
It just would have been too hard to pack everybody up in a little Civic. So This van is freaking amazing.
I can't wait till next summer. Will you come and go car shopping with me next summer?
Yes, I had so much fun car shopping. I really did.
I've got it narrowed down to 3 cars.
Okay.
I got it narrowed down to a Grand Cherokee.
Okay.
A Chevy Colorado, which is supposed to be like the girl version of a truck.
Okay.
And a Traverse.
Ooh, I like Traverse.
But
we're going to go look at them.
I've decided that I'm going to test drive each one. I'm not just going to get in one and be like, oh, this is it.
No, so yeah. You know, you can like keep them overnight and stuff.
Anyway, I forgot we were on a podcast.
I did too. I just saw we were FaceTiming.
Sorry, everyone. This is a glimpse of Tiffany and Ashley's life, okay? You should see us when we're together. The AED that occurs. Anyway, so Sal's up first. I'm sorry, but I was cracking up that originally I was eating, and then Ashley's like, you have to take notes. So I missed some of Sal's. But the real funny part to me was when they got towards the end, he's like, I'll take that money.
Do you know what my favorite part was? When he was like, was he the one talking about aliens and those body snatching bastards?
That was at the end.
Oh my god, that was so funny. He was like, I'll sell all those rich white people or whatever he said, like white people.
Yeah, because then at the end he's like, I'll take that money, Mr. Wood.
Mr. Wood.
And then wait a minute, how about when he writes on the goddamn computer?
And then he spits on it.
No, when he shook it like my niece does it this way.
But he literally spits on it. I did not think Sal would spit on
and you could see his spit like.
Stop.
Okay, so anyway, Mur's up.
But the body snatching bastards was like so funny to me.
Mur is going through and he's like, Jazz alert! That dude was creeped out. And then how he sleeps in, do you have any Adderall?
He asked for like Percocet or something too, didn't he?
Yeah, well, because he's talking about his grandma's presentation. My Nana is the best. Percocet, do you have those? Like, he just...
Yeah, and he's like, flip her upside down. She's on her way out anyway. Guy's like,
oh, my grandma's wearing my jacket. I borrow her underwear so she thinks she can wear my... And then he's like, I gotta stand up. You know, I had this boil lancet on my ass. And the dude's like, where's the bathroom? Took his coat and fucking bounced.
You know what? I don't blame him.
I would have liked to seen his reaction when they were like, you were just on a show.
That's what I'm talking about. For them to be like, yo, you'll come back, but it was just a show. And then to see his, like, relief. He had to have been okay with it because they showed his face.
Oh, my God.
We obviously thought it was funny or whatever.
So then...
I agree. That shit was hilarious. He got out of there so... You could just see how uncomfortable he was. He had to protect himself.
Well, then because Mur's like, my last person left because I got too handsy.
And then he just stands up. What do you think? No wonder you got a boil. You're wearing your grandma's underwear and shit.
Q is up next. And oh my God, he's got to try to get this chick to agree to be like his +1. And
I
so
want to know what Terry was thinking.
I
If
don't.
she was sitting next to Q and he was trying to get her to come to a wedding.
Let's not even discuss it.
She's going to sound off. I know it.
I know. She's going to clap back for sure.
For sure.
So.
Okay, Terry, go off.
Yeah, go ahead, Alexandra. Like, it's about Pat. Oh my God, Pat.
I forgot about our Alexandra.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to let the dogs out on this one.
Tell us what you would have done.
Oh my God. Our twat language is getting out of control. We really have to reel that shit in.
It's twat language galore.
We're gonna have to.
You know what? They're not even like worried about repercussions from us as admins of the group. Like they don't even care what we have to say anymore. They're just out of control.
That's why I said we've lost control. We're gonna have to get some control.
Bunch of horny ass teenagers.
Yeah, because I think people are starting. I've noticed our numbers are going down, and it may not be because of that, but I'm wondering if it's starting to get a little too much.
They're
for
probably
people.
like, what in the fuck did I just get into?
So do us a favor and kind of tone it down just a little bit, people. Like
just like a tiny bit.
Yeah, you guys
maybe
can be
one post a week.
Don't give a
whatever, but nothing aggressive. Let's pretend like a 13-year-old is on the page. What would you not want a 13-year-old to read?
A 13-year-old today probably knows more than we do. Anyway.
Okay, a 10-year-old. What the hell?
10. Okay. Q is up. Text Bubba.
What kind of 10-year-old were you?
We got to get at it tonight.
He's like trying to do voice to text. And he's like, send to Bubba.
Send. And it's like, now it's just typing send.
And then he's like, Alexa. Hey, Google.
When you just said Alexa, my Alexa answered you.
No, it did not. Hey, Alexa, turn off the lights.
It's not set up to do that.
Oh, damn it. That would have been funny.
Tell it to play something.
What?
Like, tell it to play Backstreet Boys or something like that. Say, hey, Alexa.
Hey, Alexa. Play Backstreet Boys. Alexa. Play Backstreet Boys. Oh my god!
It's playing Chances by Backstreet Boys right now.
Oh my god, it worked!
Okay, so, whoa, we were totally fucking up. It's still playing.
Oh my god.
And then when Q's like, do you know the electric slide? She's like, yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm real worried about that with the wedding I have coming up.
So now Joe tells him, I wish I could control, delete my life. This motherfucker says, I wish I could control, delete my life. Sal loses it.
Well, Mer's like, don't go down, don't fall.
They're holding Sal up. Like, what?
Mer really did. That's good friend.
That's still playing Backstreet Boys, by the way.
Just let it play for the rest of the episode.
Okay. So Q doesn't get the date.
He doesn't. She says she has to work. Do you think that was really it?
Oh, sorry.
Quit dancing.
Oh. She didn't have to work. She didn't want to fucking go. So.
Well, okay. Tell us how you really feel.
Joe is up, and they're telling him to act like it's a touch screen.
Oh my god, his sound effects are always so perfect.
And this motherfucker said it's like an ATM. And then they tell him to get close to the computer because he can't see, and Joe's like on top of the computer.
Right there. Oh god.
And then the sound effects. They had to hold Sal up.
Yeah, because he was like, pew, 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 pew. Well, then Q was going and, like, responding back.
But wait, when he asked, you don't work for the government, do you? And she's like,
yeah,
I do.
I work for the Department of Justice.
And then when Joe picks up all the shit and just takes off.
It sounds like, what are the chances she actually works for the government?
Right.
He's like, pew, 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 Department Department of Justice. Pew, pew, pew.
It's smart. Joe just packs up everything and fucking bounces.
He ran so fast. When Q sent him one back and said, pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, and then Department of Justice. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, God, you snort. That's funny.
Just to check in, this is still playing Backstreet Boys.
Okay, good.
So, Sneaker. Oh, my God.
This is a new one.
I was dying.
I love them being in the room where they have to make each other laugh, but I'm glad they came up with something else with all four of them in the room.
I need to see more of them being together.
Yes.
Because
well, they heard the fans when the fans said they loved it because they came up with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They heard us.
Well, and all the people dodging them. Not saying a fucking word, just dodging them.
Yeah, just New York is something weird.
I want a fan, or not a fan. I want a stranger to step in and start fucking playing with them.
Yeah, that would be so funny.
So,
like, what to me? I feel like that's something we would do.
Yeah. Q gets caught first.
Yeah, and then he gets caught and he's like, tries to like shake it off, like, oh, do they have this in a different size? She's like, that's mine. He's like, oh, and she's like, you're a woman size 6? And he's like, well, sometimes I like to just slip them on when I go play baseball. And then Sal's losing it in the corner. He's like, that's what you wear to play baseball or basketball?
Alexa has stopped, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
And then Joe gets caught trying to put... Did you see his legs shaking?
Yes! He tries to sneak underneath the chair to grab the shoe. We didn't really describe what the challenge was. You have to play a hot potato with someone's shoe at the shoe store, and whoever gets caught loses. So he's going underneath someone's chair to steal the shoe to start, and he gets caught.
Yeah. And then...
That sucks.
Murr got caught. They were in it. Murr and Sal, they were going at it.
Murr got caught because he literally threw the shoe so high it smacked the ceiling.
The shit they were knocking over just...
Well, he was like whipping that shoe the whole time. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Why are you standing halfway in your kitchen and halfway in your...
Because I'm just pacing. I couldn't sit no more.
So Murr loses this punishment. Oh my God. Just shutting...
Wait, wasn't there one more challenge, or am I wrong?
No.
Oh, I'm wrong.
Because whoever lost that one got punished.
That's right. You're right. It was a really long... I looked, and the episode had 9 minutes still when they started the punishment.
Yeah.
And they don't usually do punishments for that
Well, and there's
long.
less commercials, too.
Yeah, that's true.
Because remember, they were almost into the second challenge even before the first commercial came.
Yeah, that's true.
This punishment, it was funny, but it was just another one there. It's just kind of like, okay, he's closing to do. Except for when he turned around with that guy at the table and shut his computer, because that dude was so perplexed.
So, in that, he had to go into like a coffee shop or wherever, people on their laptops, and he had to shut the screen down.
Right.
Which is awkward.
Yeah.
It reminded me very much of when he had to take cigarettes out of people's mouths.
Yeah.
So, not as cringy as that. People are like peeved but confused. That was pretty funny to watch. But the best part was the one, I can't remember what the guy's name was, that works for the show. Every time Murr passed him, he had to kiss him.
Oh, yeah, the guy. And then Hopper.
Then he had to kiss Hopper. They're like, go kiss Hopper. He wants kiss. And they're like, kiss the new assistant.
No, the new PA.
And he kisses him and he goes, welcome. And then they're like, he doesn't work for this show. I died laughing.
And Joe's like, it's season 8. What are you doing?
Would you just kiss the guy?
Sal lost it. They're like, Sal's going down. Sal's going down.
Yeah. And Joe's trying to hold him up and they're both on the floor. That reminds me of you and me.
I will never forget my favorite bit is with Joe at Senior Frogs, where he's like, I one-third of a chicken tender, and he keeps coughing, and then he passes out, and then he jumps up, and he's like, welcome to Senior Frogs, and all the guys fall backwards.
All three of them go down. That's probably one of my, funniest things I could think of about that show.
Oh, my God.
But I thought it was funny when he was like, kiss the new guy, and he just kissed him and says, welcome. And they're like, he doesn't work for this show. And he's like, you don't work for this show.
Remember that one time when you and I were doing something? It was when we were all together, when we had everybody on the podcast, the other girls, and you and I were doing something and a chair fell on us.
Oh, yeah, we were laughing so hard we we fell over and the chair fell on us.
Oh, that's when I farted in Amanda's face by accident.
Oh, what happened? You farted. And I was like, you know we're Facebook Live right now. And you did the most Midwestern thing because you farted and you're like, oh. Look how red my face is from laughing, but it's so funny. Oh my god.
You look like you just got back from the Bahamas.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That's why I fell over laughing. Oh.
And then I didn't even realize she was behind me.
Oh, who cares?
Like, that literally slipped out. Like,
You probably gave her pink eye. Shout out to Terry.
her dog shit on her pillow. Dan gave Terry pink eye.
For anyone who's listening, poor Terry just got over double pink eye. Oh, so awful, but that was just perfect. I'm sorry. Shout out to Terry.
Dan gave Terry pink eye.
Dan, what are you doing to her pillows? You farting on her pillows?
Oh my god. This is a woman who bought 30 pounds of chicken. Oh my god. That's something we need to discuss. Are we gonna do cooking with Jiggy this summer?
I would love to do that again. That was so much fun.
I
literally started crying.
will.
Terry and her pink eyes.
I will reach out to Jiggy tomorrow. Can you please put up a poll that says how many people would be interested with cooking with Jiggy?
Okay.
Do you need to write yourself a note or?
No, I'll remember.
I can text you and remind you, and then
you can text and remind me.
We'll see how many people are interested, and then we'll touch base with Jiggy. The cost would be the same. It would still be $100 a person.
Yep.
We will have it bigger and better this year. We will have it in a place that's air conditioned, and we'll have a kitchen.
So I don't die.
Tomorrow I will look at possible dates, because that stuff fills up fast.
Yeah.
So, I'll look at that tomorrow so we can reserve a spot.
Okay.
But, because here's the deal. If we can't find a spot that does not have air conditioning and does not have a kitchen, we will not have a cooking with Jiggy. And we will prepare earlier next year so that we can make sure we have a spot.
Agreed. Because it was too hard that way.
Go ahead and ask people if they're interested. Let them know that if we can't find a venue that doesn't have that, we won't have it. Jiggy was awesome, but I would like to have a place where we don't have to be out so quick, and so we need to look at all of that.
Oh my god, Dan scared me so bad that time.
Oh my god.
It was dark out and I was walking stuff to my car and he was just walking behind me. He scared me so bad.
Whatever. So,
Something's up with Dan. Terry's getting pink eye and he's scaring the hell out of people. I'm worried.
Oh my god. So, I'm hoping that we will have some adventures this summer. Ashley and I talked about a Cedar Point trip. So
I would love to meet up with everybody at Cedar Point.
We'll see if we can get that going. We'll see if we can get a cooking with Jiggy going. And also, some other little fun adventures.
Yeah.
So this is our episode, our first podcast of the new season. Look at us. We have been doing this since what? Season 5? No.
5?
You gotta remember, we started with other people, too.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Wow.
Because remember,
I had fun doing this.
We had great debate. That was what? That was the
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow. We need to have another better one.
We should bring in all new people, and then you and I could, judge it.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a good one. Who's the ultimate Joker and why?
Mm-hmm. We might have to
We're
work
gonna
on
talk
that.
about that.
We're gonna plan some stuff. So we won't be back next week, but the following week.
I think our plan is to every 2 weeks do 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So I think it's doable as long as everybody chills out.
Like I said, just remember we're human, you know, so things aren't going to always happen. Of course, we've been really patient waiting for you with the cruise episode, so, I mean,
no thanks to you. You antagonize and rile people up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You turn people against me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got receipts.
Okay. Well, anyway, do you have anything to say?
No. Thanks for listening, and the best of health to you.
God bless.